What's up, internet world? It's your boy Davian. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to talk about masculine bottoms and feminine tops. Stay tuned. Sometimes in the community we get into these conversations about masculinity and mannerisms and how they relate to sexual position. I was watching a Connection TV, I believe. The host is Wesley, and he has a segment on his show called The Culture Club. And this was a topic amongst a group of friends about whether someone can be a top and be really femme, because how you act outwardly is probably who you're going to be sexually in the bedroom as well. This is a general belief amongst most of the gay community that sexual position and mannerisms and behavior are related to sexuality, and that's not necessarily true. Of course, you can be a feminine top. A lot of tops actually look for masculine bottoms. And believe it or not, some people actually look for feminine tops. One good point that I heard in the video was that a lot of drag queens happen to be tops. I know a lot of drag queens who are tops sexually. They get out there and put on their shows and wear their wigs and their makeups and entertain the people, and they perform as drag queens, but sexually they identify as tops. And there are men who are into that, who are not fazed by the feminine attribute of somebody who does drag, or who is a transsexual, or who is a cross-dresser, or who is very androgynous. There are people who are not fazed by that, and there are people who actually find that to be a turn on. If you look at trans porn, those chicks be having sex with some of the most masculine dudes, like more masculine than the dudes who appear in gay porn. And the trans be knocking it out of the park. I have seen some trans porn in my day. I've seen all types of porn in my day. And those ladies are not acting like ladies when it comes to the bedroom. So, of course, you can be a top. That has nothing to do with how you act. It has nothing to do with the bend in your wrist or a twitch in your switch or the way you talk, the type of lingo that you use. You can be as femme and flamboyant and have press-on nails and have your lip gloss popping and still take the dominant sexual position in the bedroom with another man. And as well, you can be extremely masculine. You can have no outward identifiable feminine traits or homosexual characteristics, as they would call it, and be a bottom. You have a lot of really masculine bisexual and gay men who are, I'm talking about masculine to the point of like being considered thug or trade, who like to toot their booty up in the air and let another dude get in there. So mannerisms and sexual positions, they're not interrelated at all. And I understand people who are not into allowing somebody who is playing the dominant position to be really femme, because I understand that like a lot of people are attracted to masculinity. A lot of bottoms are attracted to masculinity. So even though another man is willing to be the top, if he actually girly, they're not willing to let him climb their back, and that's understandable. For a lot of tops who are into masculine bottoms, they themselves prefer a bottom to be masculine, because having sex with a feminine bottom to them is equivalent to kind of having sex with a woman, and they don't want to have that experience because they too are attracted to masculinity. So they prefer to have a masculine bottom, and bottoms prefer to have masculine tops if you are attracted to masculinity. A lot of gays and tops are attracted to certain degrees of femininity, so they don't mind a androgynous top or a transsexual top or somebody with heavy feminine features and behaviors to be the dominant person in the bedroom. I know in a lot of heterosexual couples, this is more predominant in the white heterosexual community, where a lot of white women do their husbands in the buns with dildos and strap-ons. I know a lot of straight couples who are Caucasian straight couples, where the wife from time to time would do her husband in with a dildo, and he enjoys it, she enjoys it. He's not gay, he's not attracted to men, he doesn't want to be with a man, he just likes experiencing that submissiveness in the bedroom sexually, and his wife taps into her masculinity from time to time and takes the dominant position. Sexuality is really a spectrum. You know, you have those church girls who are real nice and humble. They're the girl next door, and then they total freaks in the bedroom, like put it down porn style. You have those same type of boy next door dudes who are sweet and wholesome and so kind, and they're beasts in the bedroom. So sexuality brings out different things in people, and you can't always measure up how a person performs sexually or who they are sexually, or if they are aggressive or soft in the bedroom based upon the way they behave socially. That is not a indication at all of whether somebody is aggressive or femme. Just like when a lot of gay men fight, a lot of gay men, especially the gay men that I know, and this includes myself, like I carry myself neutrally in terms of mannerisms and all of that, but when it comes to being upset, when it comes to fighting, when it comes to being aggressive, I turn into a straight nigga. Like all that gay shit goes out of the window. The pink hair goes out of the window, the makeup goes out of the window, all that shit goes out of the window. I straight thug that shit out when it comes to fighting. I don't know why that is. I don't know whether that's adrenaline running through my body, but I turn into the fucking Incredible Hulk. I know a lot of feminine men who are able to tap into their masculinity because it's just all about balance and what you're connected to. Some people are just predominantly masculine, and that carries over sexually, it carries over socially. Some people are predominantly feminine, and that spills over socially into sexually. Some people are more compartmentalized with their expression of feminine energy and masculine energy, so they kind of sway in between both. They may be femme in the bedroom and pretty masculine socially, or they may be femme socially and more masculine sexually, or they may be more androgynous sexually but are very masculine socially, so they're more versatile when it comes to sex. So it happens in various different degrees, and this just isn't with gays. This is with straight people. This is with all people, men, women, gay, straight, black, white. Everybody taps into sexuality very differently, and sexuality brings out different things in people. You have a lot of heterosexual men who are cross-dressers. They don't want to be transsexuals. They don't identify as a woman, nor do they want to have sex with a woman, but they love wearing women's apparel. They love wearing high heels and dresses and looking effeminate while still being a husband to their wife and being a father to their kids. They just feel comfortable in women's garments, yet can be very masculine in a dress, can be very masculine while having on lipstick and a whole beard. That's how cross-dressers work. It's not about sexuality for them. All people carry feminine energy, and all people carry masculine energy. Women carry masculine energy. Men carry feminine energy. And the men who are in touch with their feminine side comes into expression of that femininity in different ways. So for one man, it may be in his sexuality, where he's attracted to the same sex. For another man, it may be in how he dresses. He may grow his hair long, or like to paint his fingernails, or like to wear high heels, and like to blend boy and girl clothes. Sexuality, sexual positions, all that stuff is not black and white. We are understanding more about how sexuality relates to gender identity, how gender identity relates to sexuality, and these things are not as cookie cutter and black and white as we have thought to be, as we have narrated them to be. And so it's very interesting coming into more of a understanding of how these things blend and work, because it makes more sense now why you have straight men who like to dress in women's clothing yet are heterosexual and are attracted to women and want to have families and wives and all of that, and how that can have nothing to do with his sexuality. Studies and observations just make it easier for society to kind of move along and move forward, and people can critique and observe each other within a proper context, instead of kind of being ignorant in your observations and being ignorant in your judgments of people. These things are not interrelated, yet they can be. If you guys have an opinion or have a view, leave it in the comment section below. What you guys think about men and women who are in touch with their masculinity or in touch with their femininity, etc. So I'll check you guys later.